of sea and sand. Now break down the acronym like you in class. Oh, they're selling the whole country. Ooh, they're selling aha. Now I never been down with no OPP. I talking about selling our people's property. Don't know who doing it, so don't round me out. Don't send no police round me and tell me shush my mouth. Where's our conviction? But where's our pride? We selling everything, selling our backside. Just go online, it'll make you sick. You can buy any island, just point and click. See, they're selling our country, yes, they're selling our land. They're selling our archipelago of sea and sand. Now break down the acronym like you in class. Oh, they're selling the whole country. Ooh, they're selling aha. Hey, hey. Ride him. My mother always say, when you find a donkey, ride it. Lose donkey. Man, come on. We got a whole nation in 73. Now we getting back the whole country. What kind of fools we must be, selling out for a bag of rice and a cup of tea. You know what does bug me? Help me understand. I can't find piece of property for under 80 grand, but I can fix this. I know what to do. I can squat just like them other people try make me do. See, they're selling our country, yes, they're selling our land. They're selling our archipelago of sea and sand. Now break down the acronym like you in class. Oh, they're selling the whole country. Ooh, they're selling aha. They're selling our country. Ooh, they're selling our land. They're selling our archipelago of sea and sand. Now break down the acronym like you in class. Oh, they're selling the whole country. Ooh, they're selling aha. I get everybody sell some every day. They're selling one island, yeah, they won't keep. What can be left for you and me? Is this the example? What's our kids to do? You want them have a sense of pride, or go selling too? Cause they're selling our country, yes, they're selling our land. They're selling our archipelago of sea and sand. Now break down the acronym like you in class. Oh, they're selling the whole country. Ooh, they're selling aha. They're selling our country, yes, they're selling our land. They're selling our archipelago of sea and sand. Now break down the acronym like you in class. Oh, they're selling the whole country. Ooh, they're selling aha. They're selling our country, yes man. They're selling our land. They're selling our archipelago of sea and sand. Now break down the acronym like you in class. Oh, they're selling the whole country. Ooh, they're selling aha. They're selling our country, yes, yes. They're selling our land. They're selling our archipelago of sea and sand. Now break down the acronym like you in class. Oh, they're selling the whole country. Ooh, they're selling aha.
Whoa, girls, we outdoing
Let me just say that I have always been a part of this community. And there's no accident I know how to do all the dancing. Because I always be and share with you. Because you are me and I am you. And I'll be here with you always. And those who knew me from the past and know me now, they always knew that I was there and always been there for you. I don't call you all, no, you all are not Haitians, Bahamians. You are Bahamian, and your origin is Haitian. Mine too, and many of us. We have to stay apart for now so we can be together later. Here long now.
Are you all ready and willing to go?
Est-ce que nous tous d'accord? Est-ce que nous tous faisons retourner back à Haïti? Non. Mais il y a pas rien là-dedans. C'est le problème pays mettez nous dehors. Pas de travail, pas de rien. Pas de manger, pas de vrai.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in. It's always good to have you with us. We got to have a conversation tonight because I got some documents. Everyone has been up in arms about these 500 persons that the government was brought back. I've been busy working with my team on Vision 2030, so I couldn't go out there and speak on everything. But there's some things I have to speak about. Got some documents in my hand. Some documents we're going to talk about today. Some document, just Crown Land documents with some got people's name on them. Even got a drug dealer name on there. So Philip Brave Davis, we're going to ask you a second what this is. All right, we're going to get to that. And we also have a list of over 700 persons who are going to be naturalized according to the Nationality Act that Brave Davis has called these people in so that they can, one of them said, so that they can get their passport so that they can vote because they said an election is imminent. And that's a Haitian national that said that. And so make sure you share this so people know exactly what's going on. Use your highlight and shares and all that kind of stuff. All right. Over 700. You share this yet? If you didn't share it, you need to hurry up. Because I did say over 700 of them. All right. And it's 774 to be exact. But we'll get to that in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to make history. All right. As you're sharing this, doing your highlights, tagging your people in here, we are about to make history. We are about to be the very first political party to release a vision for this nation. The very first to release a vision for this nation. In 50 years since we've been a country, and in all the years before, no one has thought that they should put forward a vision for this nation. And that's curious. And that's maybe because the only vision that they've had for this nation has been to make money for them and their political cronies. There's not been a vision for this nation. They've done some nice things, some neat things here and there. But there's never, ever been a vision for this nation. And I don't blame them. I blame us. because we allow them to keep running without a vision for this nation. But it's time for us to move forward. I'm embarrassed that 50 years later, as a nation, I won't blame anything else before that. 50 years later, as a nation, we're still talking about patching roads. In 2021, 2025, no, 2020? I remember one time ago, we looked at 2020 like that was so far that would never come. We saw that in movies. They'd be like, 2020, that's like in the future. We would never get there. But guess what? We're there. In fact, we are past the futuristic time that they had in Back to the Future. We are past that. And we are still talking about patching roads and paving roads where we have electricity and water. And that is acceptable for some people. And so we got to have a serious conversation. And so we decided that failed us. Not only have they failed to give us a vision, because where there's no vision, the people perish, and that's what's happening, we're perishing. Failed. You don't think to build a hospital or there'll be a need for a hospital if you don't even have a vision for a hospital or a vision for healthcare in this country. And that's why only the UBP built a hospital. The PLP nor the FNM built one hospital, not one. The PMH was the only hospital built by government in this country. That's why we're still having these backwards conversations. We're still 50 years in the past. We don't have a plan for our highways and roads, but you're about to get one. We don't have a plan for highways and roads. That's why we're just patching roads. They don't have a plan. That's why they would pave a road, spend millions and pave a road, and then the utilities would come and dig it right back up and then patch it. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to hear about this on Saturday when we have Vision 2025, right? But I want to preempt this now and give you a reason to come and listen. Because this country is nothing without a vision. We're still talking about patching roads in the Bahamas and paving roads. Do you know that Haiti has overpasses, freeways? Do you know Haiti has them? We stuck in traffic where overpasses would make that so much easier. But Haiti spent $17 million on one and $13 million on another one. Of course, with corruption, it inflated to more than that, but that's what the budget was. Haiti has overpasses. While we are talking about patching roads, let me take this even further. Do you know that Jamaica has a 3-mile overpass? Do you know what 3 miles is? 3 miles? Let me outline 3 miles to you. So you know you are north on East Street by the port, where East Street meets the port. That's the furthest point north on East Street, right? If you go from East Street, that's past Bay Street, to the port, where the ships are, the cruise ships. If you go from there and drive south, you pass Wolf Road, you pass Robinson Road, you pass the East-West Highway, you pass Soldier Road, and it will take you to almost to Checkers and Wendy's by Malcolm Road. That's 3 miles. 3 miles. That's the kind of overpass that Jamaica has, that they spend $54 million on. That's one trip for Brave Davis and Fred Mitchell. One trip. And we still talking, and they're going to take $180 million in Eleuthera to pave road. They ain't building no road, no infrastructure, building up the earth and doing all that kind of stuff, making sure they have drainage and greenery. And no. They ain't building overpasses that could alleviate traffic. They're going to go patch road in Eleuthera for $180 million. Ladies and gentlemen, we need vision. Come out on Saturday and hear a vision for this nation. A real vision for this nation. We're going to present to you real vision, not just bullet points. We're going to present, release on that day, our plans for this nation. We're going to show you how it affects the people of this nation. These are comprehensive plans, not the little bullet points. Our plan for the disabled alone. Our plan for the disabled. Yes, they've never had a plan to deal with the disabled in this country, to empower the disabled in this country. Our plan for the disabled alone is 55 pages. That's just the plan for the disabled. Fully thought out, thorough examples from other nations and how we're going to do it, where the money coming from. That's the plan for the disabled. We have a plan for our youth. Our plan for education is 36 pages long with real solutions. It's time to move to the new Bahamas, ladies and gentlemen. And so we want all of you to be there. Everyone who's tuned in right now, we need all of you to be there. Don't just watch it on TV. Make sure you are there. But if for some reason you're in some other country or whatever, you can still get it on all our social media pages, except mine. You won't get it on mine because a camera crew is actually recording it, so they don't have access to my Facebook to be able to broadcast it on my page. So it won't be on my page. It will be on other pages, the Coalition of Independence, the Bahamian Evolution, etc. So it won't be on my personal page. It will also be on ZNS TV and their social media pages. It will be right there. And it will also be on all of ZNS's radio stations, all of them. All right. And so make sure you're there. All right. And so that's Saturday at 7 o'clock. Be on time. This is televised. Saturday at 7 p.m. Be on time. So be there 7:30 if you have to, and make sure you get a seat because you know everyone coming. 7, be there on time. Be early. All right. So that's Saturday at 7 p.m. We'll get started. So when that clock hits 7, boom, music start. And we want to make sure all of you all are seated when that starts. All right. So start getting dressed early. Do what you have to do. That's a big Saturday. You're off. And for our Adventist brothers and sisters who watch the Sabbath, the sunset would have already happened. So make sure that you are there. All right. So a vision for this country is coming. So when we announced this, we saw that the PLP trolls were going around saying that the COI is lying and the PLP did a national development plan and they call it Vision 2040. They'll make sure none of y'all are alive to see that, I guess. But they call it Vision 2040, right? And they said that was a national development plan. Well, let me make this clear for those PLP trolls watching this. They should have been ashamed to even pass that around. And there's a reason they should have been ashamed to pass that around. Because that vision was never released. Let me tell you about Vision 2040 or whatever they call it. I don't know if they call it Vision 2040, but something 2040. The idea was encouraging all countries around the world to do a vision, a plan for their nation. Because as they're saying, if you don't have a plan, then your nation is going to fail. And so they wanted to make sure that each nation that was borrowing and taking money, they had a plan for their nation that they could operate from. And so they actually paid for the Bahamas to do a vision plan. They paid the Perry Christie administration. They paid them in 2014 to do a plan, a national development plan. 2014. They received almost $500,000 to do this national development plan. Yes, our government was paid to do it. And guess what? They had a big ceremony. You know them. They always have groundbreaking or cutting ribbon or something. They had a big ceremony. Oh, we're doing a national development plan. We're going to have all stakeholders, all this big talk and fluff. And they said all the fancy words, like how, Pintard and them like to do. They said all the fluffy words that mean nothing. And then afterwards, it's now 2025. They took the money and they never released a plan because they don't want a plan for this nation. They only want to do what they could make money from. So there will never be a plan for this nation. Okay? So wake up. The only thing our governments do is whatever they are told to do. If someone in the road paving business gives them money for election, they have to find a way to pay them back. So they don't donate to these political parties. They invest in them. All right? And so they want their money back by getting the contracts. And remember when Minister was calling Brent Simonet and trying to find ways to give him money? Okay, yeah, I have this money for you. All right, why don't you take $5 million to the post office? You want that, right? Okay, we'll make that happen. And they gave Brent Simonet $60 million, I think in the first year or something, $60 million worth of contracts. Because if Brent gives $6 million to the party, you can't give him $6 million back because the contract is in profit. You got to pay expenses and staff and all that from it. So you got to give him $60 million so he can get his $6 million back. And so that's what they do. And that's why the country's not moving forward, because they can only do what they have an interest in. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your children's sake, so that we can finally have proper working electricity, finally have a proper hospital, finally have proper roads, finally have projects that are beyond the mundane. It is time for us to dream big like other nations. While other nations are dreaming big, we are still talking about potholes. And so it's time, ladies and gentlemen. And so we're looking forward to seeing all of you. Make sure you are there. You're going to hear from all of our candidates. We're going to introduce 5 more candidates to you at that event. And so make sure you're there. So we're going to introduce you. See if your constituency is being named at this time. That's the ones we're naming now. We have some more, but we'll get to them later. But we're going to name 5 more candidates at this time. All right? 5 more candidates. And so we're looking forward to seeing you there. And then we are going to introduce to you Vision 2030. We have some special edition shirts that is going to be for sale only there. And so you have to be there to get these shirts. And only persons who are there is going to get these shirts. And so make sure you are there. They are special edition dry fit shirts. They are very nice. And so we want you to be able to partake in that. So be there. And so you can be a part of this, okay? So make sure that you are there and you are there early. All right? We're doing this not just because we love you as Bahamians. We're doing this because we love our country. It's the only country we got. And ladies and gentlemen, we got to fight for this. We have to. We got to fight for this. We are losing this. And so that takes us to the next topic. I'm doing this special live because I'm not going live on Sunday because we're having Vision 2030 on Saturday. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is the next topic. Philip Brave Davis in the church. Well, before we go there, Old Bahama Bay, that's the resort in West Grand Bahama. The owners, the legitimate owners, evicted the scammers who were there, who were highly connected to the Progressive Party and those people. They were using their connections there to be able to keep control of that. And they were keeping the actual owners in fear of the condos, etc. And they were staying and refusing to leave. Well, they were evicted officially by the courts, and these are foreigners, and they have a Bahamian doing their bit. But that Bahamian is now in Florida. They were evicted, so they're trying to see what they can do. They're refusing to leave, even though they were evicted. And they are saying basically the persons who are evicted that they cool with Brave, they meeting with Brave next week in Florida. That they are going to meet with Philip Brave Davis next week in Florida, so they're not worried about any eviction. That is going to get overturned by Philip Brave Davis. So they are continuing to depend on their political connections to be able to continue to do what they are doing. And so I just want to make it clear to everyone, Old Bahama Bay, those scam artists who were convicted of fraud type crimes and that kind of stuff came to the Bahamas after doing this stuff elsewhere. And, they basically was running a racket. And they have now been officially moved. And they were there by the grace of the PLP doing what they normally do and making sure that they would stay there. But now they have been evicted officially the right way. And they are basically saying they don't care. They got Brave. And Brave is gonna work it out for them and get rid of that whole thing. All right. So we'll see, because those are the kinds of people that Brave them apparently like to work with. So we'll see. So we're just waiting to see what's going to happen with that. And I'm going to keep you very much informed. So we just want Brave to know that I'm going to be keeping the public informed as to what's going on and to what kind of skullduggery y'all are doing over there. All right. So Brave, I'm getting that. Hey, Obi is gone. The courts have jumped in, and so let that one go. Let them fellas go. These fellas are collecting VAT at the restaurant, collecting VAT at the for these units, and we don't know that VAT was being paid. And so we'll see what happens with that. All right. So Brave, behave. All right. It's the one time you don't need to go to Florida. But we're waiting to see if you can show up in Florida because we could be there. All right. Cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are the special edition shirts that we're going to have on sale. These special dry fit shirts. Very nice. So, we have white and we'll have black. And so, for persons who attend in person, they're going to be available. And if you get sold out of viewers there, you'll be able to order yours if you get sold out, all right? But these are limited edition, and they're special edition, and these are beautiful. So make sure you come and get yours. Now, let's get to the meat of this. I want to share my screen with you. And when I share my screen with you, I don't want you to panic. Make sure you're sitting down for this because I don't want to be responsible for what happens to you, all right? Make sure you're sitting down because page. Well, to show you something. I'm screen. But looky here. I went to immigration.gov.bs. It's the website because a Haitian gentleman said to go and see. Because a lot of the people, the Haitians who are here, who felt they've been here for a long time and they did things the right way, they are annoyed that there are some people who just reach and they could do their own thing. It's like passports for sale. A lot of skullduggery is going on, and even some of the Haitian nationals don't like it. So even though this man said he was called and he's on the list, he said, you know, this isn't fair. And so this is the notice that they're sending out. Did this make the news? Y'all let me know. Did this make the news? It says the Department of Immigration requests that all individuals listed report to the Naturalization Unit. I mean, they become Bahamian. Monarch House, East Bay Street, New Providence. Should you require assistance, contact citizenship assistance. What you mean, they get there? Like y'all send a bus for them? Should you require assistance, contact citizenship PR at bahamas.gov.bs. Or they got PR for citizenship. Listing can be accessed at immigration.gov.bs. Thank you for your prompt attention to this matter. So listen, they're saying come get your papers. They're ready. And if you need any assistance, just contact us, citizenshippr.gov.bs. So, ladies and gentlemen, I decided to click on it to see the list. And I was like, okay, no, normally when you look in the paper, you'll see maybe 8 people, if it's a lot, 6 people, etc., 5. So I said, okay, let me just look and check this list out and see how much people is on this list to get passport this week. And when I saw that list, I realized that my country is in trouble. This is the list on their website. You make it big. Let's go to the list, ladies and gentlemen. Just the new voters. I can't read 700 of these, but I'll scroll it. So, Acqued, Altador, Alexander, Altamay, Arissa. See if there's any names you know. Mark Almanor. Oh, this one got a Bahamian name. Devin Anderson. Anthony Ambrista, Mercer Dion, Harry Brutus. You know the name, Brutus. Edmund, Ben-Ami, St. Gilbert, Philip Xavier, wow, Sandra Charles. And so these are the people. You see? I'm scrolling so you can see. I'll keep scrolling. Still scrolling. Some of his names these are. Still scrolling. Up to 70-something. Brian, Richard, Augustine. Okay. That's right. Mick, Romaine Archer. Okay. Anderson, another Anderson, yeah. Look. Espinal. Beverly Anton. Okay. Look. Look, Bahamas. Look at your new brothers and sisters. We're now at 129. Deshante, Devora, Ornella Cooper. Sasha Cooper. All right, we'll keep going. Simeon Cooper. All these Coopers. You see Benny Davis here. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the list. And that's how it's going. So I'm going to scroll a little bit faster. But y'all can go to the website I told y'all, and the list is right there. Let's see if they can move it after I put it there. So immigration.gov.bs, a pop-up is going to come up. And once you click on that pop-up, this is going to come up. All right. So let me keep going. Let me go fast. Yeah, yeah, man, there's voters. Yeah, voters. Votes. Look at them. Votes. Look at that. Votes. All right. That's not the end. Look how long I've been scrolling. Do you see how long I've been scrolling? Wow. See, Mr. Bain, Mazda Road is scared. He's not running in Pine, but he's running in. My God. He's scared to send Mazda Road, man. What is this? Astrid. Astrid. Okay. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, you see how long I've been scrolling? I'm still scrolling. I just want y'all to see this. I'm still scrolling. Still scrolling. I'm still, look at this. Look at this. We're up in the 600s, 690, 700, 702, 705. Look, look. Hmm? Wow. There we go. 745. My finger's tired scrolling. All right. I think all of you have seen the video with Philip Brave Davis courting other persons in our country in the church recently. But guess what? He was not alone. Yafanan was there too. All right. And so we just want you to know that some serious stuff going on. And your country is for sale from underneath you. And if you don't take this serious, then it's going to be on you. Are we going to sit down? Because see, right now what they're saying is they have to pander to them because they have to get the votes. Next thing is going to be, they didn't in charge. They didn't outnumber us. So what you could do? And again, you know, they started to spread this thing that I have a problem with Haitians. I don't have a problem with Haitians at all. I don't have a problem with anybody else. I don't. I have a problem with Bahamians being put last. That's what I have a problem with. And that has to end. And that has to end now. What we can do in this little country. So I just wanted to put that in front of you. There's another document I have here. With Crown land that's being issued. This ain't the one issued to them people yet. I dealing with apparent corruption now. You know, because you have to avoid corruption and the appearance of corruption. All right. So I'm worried about apparent corruption. So we pull this up for you. I need everyone to see the names of persons who was recently issued Crown land in one section of an area. And if you see the names and you know the names, then let us know who these people are and who they might be connected to. All right, so I'm going to pull it up. Just give me a second. I'm going to pull this up. I want you to see this. See it there. No, I'm going to do it so I could blow it up big. Let me share the screen with it so I could blow it up big. I want you to see this code good. You open that up. Okay. Yeah, they can see that good. Make sure. Okay. Perfect. So I want you to see this. Maybe you can tell me if you need concerns with this. I'm not going to go all out with it now, but some people who have some concerns with this. So here's this list, all right? Make sure y'all can see this good. So these are persons who originally issued Crown land. So the Bahamian, you got Crown land, yippee, I applaud you because we're giving everyone Crown land when we get in, not just persons connected to us politically. All right. So these are some names here, but someone asked me about Alex Stirrup because they're saying that he is the close family of Cresswell Stirrup, and he got 4 pieces of crown land. When there are some people who are waiting for crown land in the same area. Oh, you can't see the paper I'm holding up. I'll hold it up afterwards. He got 4 pieces of crown land. I'll identify them when we finish. 4 pieces of crown land. And there are some Bahamians who ain't got nothing. And they're saying he is related to Cresswell Stirrup. He's the nephew of Cresswell Stirrup. And I need someone to confirm that for me, because if that's the case, that's a problem. He's the nephew of Cresswell Stirrup, who's the permanent secretary in charge of Crown Land, who's issuing the Crown Lands. And so persons who have been in this area, who applied in this area, in the area where we are, that's down the road from there. So the persons who are in that area who are trying to figure out how is it and why would these people be given crown land to people related to them when there's people who've been waiting 10, 20, 30, 40 years to get their piece of crown land. Okay. All right. Found this land on this list. So that's 16, 17, 18, 19. All right. I see it. All right. And so also on this list, that person's had a concern about, I'm going to ignore everyone else for now. Although I do see some stuff, I can leave it for now. They were concerned about this other name here, Vincent McDonald. Now, there's some people who says that the lady in charge of Crown Land, who issues the papers and who runs it, etc., she's also Miss McDonald. And they're saying her husband is named Vincent McDonald. And this one got 3 pieces, 67, 68, and 69 Crown Land. And that's 3, but that's the big ones. I can show you all them in a minute. I should pull this up on the screen. Yeah, I'm going to pull it up on the screen so you all can actually see it in a minute. But they got a bunch of crown land. It's very interesting. And so this, they're saying her husband has the same name. Now, these 2 common names, so that remains to be seen. And they have concern about that. And they're saying that a lot of people who are getting it is friends, family, and lovers. And so that is what we want to know. All right. When this list was exposed, they went to the office looking for who got this. There's a red thing on there, just looking to see who this is, to see who put the information out there. But they weren't able to find out. All right. So, yeah, let's stop sharing the screen. Yeah, so that's a serious question. All right. So, how much documents that we're gonna have? Like we just go on page going on. And if Bahamians don't say something, we even have I'm trying to find a document. Okay, there it is. Just pulling that up. Yeah, so they are on a spree right now, taking as much land like the UBP when they was going out of power. This crew is on a spree, taking as much crown land as they can, because I guess they feel it's time to flip it over to the F&M so that they could enjoy their money while the F&M work, and then they'll be back. So maybe that's how they feel. But the devil is a liar, because I think that Bahamians are waking up, and I think that Bahamians are too smart for that one there. All right. So, but we'll see. Maybe they like politicians getting rich. They complaining but brave, but Pinta them the same way. I mean, what is it that you want? I don't think Pinta them can bring anything different. Well, I know they're not. So let me just show you this document with this area of Crown land. It's on Adelaide Road that they're giving out. So let's just take a little quick look at this. Because if you ain't a foreigner or political troll right now, you ain't not happening. All right, so let's look at this. This is a document that I have here in my hand. Survey plan. So this is how they cut these up. This one Adelaide Road. They cut these up to do little plots for their people. This one here, let me see what it is. Top notch. Okay, that's Eric Gardner and them. That's 10 acres went to Eric Gardner. Y'all know who Eric Gardner is. They call him Player. He got this right after election. Right after election, he got this. We have all the documents and everything for it. And so that's Brave Them People. And so he got that right away. Top notch. Builders Limited. See it there? Right there. Paul Maynard. Paul Maynard. It's only one I know. That's the union. He was the union leader. So he get his piece of ground land. When last you left from Paul? Anyone left from Paul recently? But anything? He was the BC union leader. Boy, you got a big piece here. This Paul Maynard right here. So that's Paul Maynard. All of this. I hope you all could see it on your screen. All of this right here. This one right in the middle here. See? Paul Maynard. Let's see who else there, because you all might know them. I might know them. Here. Yeah, let me see that. Okay. The name's blurry. I gotta look at my other document to see it good. Duran Bethel. Anyone know Duran Bethel? I'm glad for any Bahamian who get theirs now. Don't like if corruption is involved. But as long as they get crown land, man, listen, that's our land. Let's be happy for our Bahamian people. They're not like the other people who are making sure I get straight. All right, so something feast. All right, so Annette Lloyd. Does anyone know Annette Lloyd? So congratulations to Annette Lloyd. She got a piece. Anyone know who that is? Let us know. All right. Bahamas Humane Society got some. That's good. Bahamians waiting for it, but the animals got theirs. But that's still fine. Did good with it. Oh, so I'll show you the ones that they say is Cresswell Stirrup's nephew. Is all of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope you can see my thing. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, you got a lot. So you got 4 lots. The ones that is to Vince McDonald, because I know 2 Vince McDonald, but they're saying that her husband named Vince McDonald, so it would be curious if that's him, but she just need the answer, and then that'll be that. Is these ones right here? Let me make sure I get the right one. 5, 7. Oh, they're so small. The print is so fine, I can hardly see it. Yeah, the print is so small, but it looks like it's these, but I can't really see the print on here. 69. Yeah, so they cutting up this in the bush area. This in the bush out Adelaide Road. They cutting. Remember, they was worried about the pine forest and all that. They ain't worried about that now. They get it out now. So this is plan, and this is how they cutting it up, and they're giving it to their friend, family, and lovers. This one is 69 lots. All right, but some of these big. All right. And so the documents are coming in. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all gonna fight for this, or we can just let this go? That's the question. I'm gonna open the phone line because I can't be long. I only doing an hour tonight, and I got 8 minutes. So call in 803-5995 is the number. Call in if you have any questions about the event that's coming up. Any questions about these people who are being regularized? There's 745 people who are being regularized, naturalized. Yeah. Have any questions about that? Because they are on a giveaway this country spree, and Bahamians is just sitting back and letting it happen. And so, anything else you want to comment on? 803-5995 is the number. 803-5995. Man, a long day. I am starving. Come on, 803-5995. You can WhatsApp call or you can regular call. WhatsApp call or regular call. All right. So, yeah, we got some more documents here, but we can talk with them another time. All right. We can talk with them another time. 803-5995 is the number. Call in. Let me hear what you all have to say about all of this. What do you think about that list of names with all of those persons? I think that was for this week. Imagine what's for next week, and imagine what's for the week after that, and the week after that. Okay, the phone's starting to ring all of a sudden now. Good evening, you're live. Call number 1. Go ahead.
Mr. Bain.
Just hold the line. You're call number 2. Okay. Go ahead, Mom.
Can you please clarify the fact that Vision 2030 does not cost $175 to attend? It is a free event.
Man.
So that is the misinformation now being disseminated throughout the community. Please clarify that.
No, Vision 2030 is a very free event. The PLP doesn't want, and the FNM don't want people to come. And so they're going to start spreading every kind of rumor. Every time we announce we're doing something, a protest or stand up for the people in any way, they start with misinformation. Remember when we was going to Miami to do a protest there, they started spreading, oh, Lincoln can't travel. He was blocked. He was put on terrorist list, all this kind of stuff. And I can't see the people who say it. I understand why they do it. The people who do it, because they're getting paid to do that. But what bothers me is the people who would believe anything coming from a political troll. That's what bothers me with Bahamian people, man. If it comes from a political troll, 9 times out of 10, it's an absolute lie. And so, hold the line. You're calling number 2. Just hold the line. So why would you listen to that? You just hear it and you assume it's a lie because it came from a troll. It's simple. You know, I see them spreading some old videos about me and all kind of stuff because we having this big event because they don't want people to show up. They spreading all kind of lies. Listen, man, just don't. If it didn't come from me, don't listen to it. Don't waste your time. All right. So these people are paid because they want to keep us in bondage and keep us in slavery. Now, if you want to help them keep you in slavery, then you keep passing their nonsense and repeating their stuff. Let me go to the phone lines. Good evening, caller. You're live.
Mr. Bain.
Yes.
I need to find out for persons in Freeport, man, how do we get our shirts?
Well, those shirts are for persons who come to the event. So those are special edition Vision 2030 shirts for that event. All right. I think they're going to allow people to place some orders who showed up. That's what I'm told. But that's for persons who come and make history with us. All right. So if you come and you're there and you make history with us, that's the purpose of them. So after that fact, we're going to find out if we can order more of them. I know they're ordering more of another large quantity, but these ones were definitely special editions for the persons who come out of their bed, come out there and stand with us as we make history. That's the purpose of those shirts. All right.
Well, I can't wait. I can't wait to watch it.
All right.
We'll be there.
All right. Sounds good.
We appreciate you.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Go ahead, caller number 2. You're live.
What up, Lincoln?
How you doing, man?
Good, man. It's nice to hear you talk, you see.
Thank you, man.
Hey, look here. I hear trailing out and you just bugged me with this 700 what, Lincoln?
745.
I don't believe that. I'm sitting back and being read up right now. You understand?
That's this week.
Lincoln.
It could be more.
Bro, they can cause this place burn down, you know. And let me tell you, because if you don't do it, if you see we don't come out on top, I contesting. Even if I contesting because we don't roll by no nationality act, and they know it. And let me tell you what burning me too, because I keep telling them people feel what they don't understand. And this thing, this bad, real bad. Michael Jackson, and I real mad Joe Jackson, because here's what I'm saying. You trying to tell me? You remember the first time when we had this little back and forth with Brave Davis? He meet with this is the first time he meet with Christian pastors, I mean, in them
no, it's not.
pastors, And then he bypassed everything and gone to in Abaco to a Haitian church along with because Pintas from where he's from, Freeport, and we don't roll with this man at all.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't roll with him at all. But what mistake you trying to tell me now? You have a list in the front of you. See, you have to pay. You have to say that carefully to me. You trying to tell me we have almost 1,000 person on a list in the front of you that getting regularized that is against the Constitution. And how the hell that can happen? And I ain't hearing you. To me, you then is the official opposition. But I don't hear this man on the opposition because he relied on them set of votes too. That's what you're saying to me indirectly.
Yes.
Vehement people, boy. Lincoln, I'm sorry about this, but vehement, listen, man. I look here. I'm trying to tell you, we feel what we don't understand. Everywhere you go, you hear it. And do you know something? What I trying to find out? Did you know an American plane get attacked when they're deporting some of the Haitians back? Do you know? I think out of I forget, they say 10 countries. I think 8 of them consider Haiti hostile. Let me tell me why we still flying there. Could somebody tell me if you recognize a country as a hostile country, why we still flying there?
Because Brave them making money from bringing those people in. They're paying for their.
I know what's going on.
Yeah, they're paying under the table for everything.
What's going on. And see, you need when you get there, man, you need to do something with Bahamas here, because if we can't afford to run that place, we ain't selling out to no other country. And all of these trolls would shooting your shot. I also say, man, you think these trolls would send in fire your way there and get that coming back? You don't know me. You don't know what they really think you ain't got people who can defend you. They better stop playing. See, you don't have to, my friend, you don't have to answer. Don't stoop to no lowness. You understand what I said?
Yeah.
You keep your eyes on what you're dealing with. You got people to deal with that. Trust me. Because I don't want them to think F&M and PLP is the only alternative play. I don't want nobody ever feel that type of way. Bob got a song I want everybody to listen to them, but it called Babylon System. Pay attention to that song. I want anybody to pull that up and see what they saying. Because and I can go on this, man. You want me to tell you why he's so mad with Brave David? But there's nothing he showed me that he's behaving. Nothing. Look at your intro when he why he's so caught up in this Haitian Bahamian relationship. They put us into that. I never had no type of desire to have no relationship with Haiti, no Haitian woman. No. You all put us in this situation and they thought, but we had a relationship with the Haitian people going back from. We never asked for this relationship. The Bahamian people never asked for this. You understand? And I can say this is the last thing, and I can leave on this again. Keep your head high, my friend, because guess what? You don't have to acknowledge no trolls. My friend, you got people who can do that for you, even though you don't know that. I mean, you don't know that. So you don't have to go there. Let them keep saying what they got to say. Let's deal with that. Keep your head up there, man. These people then drive you this way, but when I say, trust me when I say, if they throw their shot that way, we can send that back.
Thank you, man. All right, man. Thank you. Let's go to the next line. Go ahead, call you live.
Hey, good night, my brother.
Good night.
Hey. Lincoln, I was a little in shock when I see you going to the list. I thought it might have been like 15, 20 people on the list. 745, man.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
I don't understand. I don't understand. I would think after this week, when everyone see They was out there for them going there, courting the Haitian vote. In fact, the Haitian community was supposed to be legal. They should go out there with a freaking immigration bus and pack up all the people. But they go out there court and they vote.
Yep.
And many museums rising up and making noise and protesting. Lord have mercy, help us, Jesus. Why? I mean, come on, man. And now you're telling me you got just this week 745?
Yep.
And I mean, already approved and already been established that the National Rally Act is illegal, and they still trying to legalize, give people passports on that.
Well, let's just put it this way: we'll be in power soon. Once the Bahamian people decide that they want change, and that'll be the end to that. All of that comes to an end. We're gonna have strong leadership that's gonna defend this country and put Bahamians first. All of that comes to an end.
I have nothing against no Asian people, no one, anybody else. They just, come on, man, you gotta do things the right way. You gotta.
Yeah. And like I will say, it's the Asian people who delivered that to me. A Bahamian told me about it too, but it's the Haitian people who called me about it, and they were very angry. And they said, Mr. Bain, go on the website.
Wow.
And he said he was told he got a vote.
Well, it comes election day. Don't let me be sitting aside there. I can be protesting everybody.
Yeah.
I'll
We
be
have to.
protesting everybody who come up there talking with these names. I can be protesting. I don't care if you have your passport. I put in a protest already.
Yeah. All right, my brother. Good talking to you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. I can't do any more tonight. So you have to decide what you're going to do, if you're going to let this country go, or if we can fight for this. There was also another boating incident where a boat, look like there were smugglers or something, pulled up to a cruise ship and asked for water. I have all of the pictures of that, but I don't have time to deal with that tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be at the Fusion Superplex at 7 p.m. on Saturday. Make sure you're there. Fusion Superplex, 7 p.m. on Saturday. Be there. Again, we have special edition t-shirts that you're going to love for persons who come there. You can get yours there, or for being there, or you can order if you get shared out somehow. All right, and so we have the black and we have the white, and they look fabulous. They are actually the dry fit, the stretchy, good quality ones. They're very nice. And so make sure you're there to be able to get yours and to be able to be a part of history. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for tonight. Just wanted to make sure that all of you are there. Be early, please. Be early. We're televised. We're on ZNS. We're on the radio. So this is going to be like work. Make sure you are early so that you can be a part of history. All right. To make sure you have a seat. All right. Because people are coming out. All right. So thank you all so much for part of the change, for standing up for change. Stand with us by being there. I want all of you to be aware of what the PLP and FNM are doing. Both of them feel that they don't have a lot of support right now. And so we're doing meetings and calling their whole party to come out, and then they're calling it a branch meeting. So they'll say, okay, we're having a commercial meeting, but then they go in their WhatsApp group and calling everyone, all the FM, say, oh, you all come out, come out, come out. And so they can say, see, it's Carmichael on fire. That's the whole body. Probably didn't even know Carmichael people there. But that's what they're doing. That shows that they're desperate. They're trying to build momentum on hype. I actually listened to Michael Pintard, a little bit of what he had to say. Let me see if he has something to say yet, as he was talking to one of their meetings this week. And just rhetoric, nonsense, the same old, no vision for this country. And even if they bring vision, their problem is that they've not done it before, so no one believes them. Why would you believe someone is going to do it now? Why would you believe that they're going to give you Freedom of Information Act now? Why would you? Why would you believe they would deliver anything that they're promising when they've never done so? Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a new vision, and it's time for new. He made this statement that he is from Cat Island and Brave is from Cat Island. He said, Brave from Old Bite, he from New Bite, but you need something new. Pintard, Brave in his 70s, you in your 60s. 60 ain't necessarily new. You got a 60-year-old car, is that new? You got a 60-year-old house, is that new? You got 60-year-old furniture, that's new? Pintard, you're not new. You were running from 1997. It took you from 1997 to 2017 to win. 20 years on that wave with Menace. You've been in politics from 1997 to now. How much years is that? Someone post that on there. Let me see. Y'all calculate it for me. Pintard was literally, because he didn't start running in 70. He was running for 3 years before that. So you could say 2 years before that. So from 1995 to 2025. Someone calculate that and tell me how much years that is that Pintard was in politics, please. Is that 30 years that Pintard was in politics? Jesus. Pintard. Yeah, somebody 28 from 97. So 30 years you've been in politics, Pintard. This is a whole new world now. When you started running, most of the things that exist now didn't exist. They didn't have an iPhone yet. They didn't have smart Pintard. They didn't even have real laptops. 30 years? Jesus. Okay. Let me tell you who else from Cat Island, Pintard. The point is, me. Don't worry what part of Cat Island we from. We from Cat Island, Bahamas. I was going to reveal some information, but I can save that for later. Pintard, you sure you from Cat Island? Are you sure? Are you sure? When you arrived on Charles Vincent Street in Angleston, where did you come from before that? Pintard. Inquiring minds want to know. We didn't talk to the old people who know when you reach in Angleston and where they say you came from. We can save that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a new vision. It's time for something different. You could go back to the FNM if you want to. It's going to be more terror. The FNM right now is run by, a leader and a deputy. I'm not trying to diss or down anybody, but we need, if you're not going to be someone who's fighting for the people and that we can believe that you're really fighting for change, at least show us something. Shannon Cartwright has worked at McDonald's his whole life, basically, and that's his claim to fame. Nothing wrong with that. But you're not a fighter for the people. Y'all threw out the mace because they was abusing y'all in the House of Assembly, not for the people. Y'all was never there when the people needed y'all to fight for them. So don't say y'all fighting for the people. Y'all was fighting for yourself. And so Shannon Dawn has one option. He worked at McDonald's all his life. Pintard worked anywhere or done any business that we know about. And so we don't know if Pintard loses his job as leader of the opposition, what does he do? That's the question. It's a skill. Writing poems is not a skill. And so, ladies and gentlemen, there's no hope going back to these two fellas who, and I said that for a reason, not to down them, because listen, I'd rather a street sweeper be prime minister than Pintard or Brave right now. But I'm saying that because the FNM has two puppets of Brent Simonet running it. Shannon Don and Pintard, who are puppets of Brent Simonet. What's going to happen if they get in? Fred Smith funds Pintard. All the stuff you see him doing in Freeport, that's Fred Smith paying for that to be able to put his man in place so that they don't have to worry about the courts no more. They got a prime minister who will do their bidding. Now, some of y'all don't care. But if you put them back, don't cry. If you decide to put Pintard and Shannon on there to be Fred Smith and Brent Simonet puppet, don't cry. When you see Brent Simonet getting all the contracts, his family getting everything, and everyone's starving, don't cry. You sit there and you take it. Because you knew better. You sit there and you take it. No crying, no calling for nobody, no march, no protest, no nothing. Because you know what you're getting if you go back to Brave. More of what you've been getting. And you know what happened if you go back to Pintard them. You sit down and you take it. And so Pintard is also a puppet for the port. And you see how the port is being run. Imagine them running this country. Look at Freeport. And the state that is in, and imagine them running the country. It's enough conversation tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you are there to be a part of something great. It's time to change the paradigm. It's something new. It's time to fight for this country and fight for our children. Bahamians, we normally fight at the poll. Well, it ain't long now. Election is going to be called any minute now, and we need you to come forward and step forward. It's time for you to start showing your face. All right? Self-preservation is how corruption thrives, on self-preservation. It's time to show up and show out. Make sure you come. Don't come alone. Bring your family and friends. Oh, we got pom-poms. We got to have pom-poms. So, yeah, we got the pom-poms. You like what you're hearing, you shake it. All right? So, but this is not about music, and Pintard them is going to try to hype up crowds now with music and songs and that kind of stuff like Kamala Harris did. No. We coming out there with information. We coming out there for something different. And so this ain't gonna be but no performance and all that kind of stuff. This is us delivering a vision for this nation, delivering it to you. And if you want hype, you want songs, and you want them saying all the way. If you want that, then you keep that. But if it's time to put a sensible plan forward, let's go get that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in as always. Make sure that you are on time. Be there early. Try to be there by 6:30. We got good, comfortable seats. Fusion got plenty food and all that. They selling the food right there. They're good, comfortable seats. So you don't have to worry about being uncomfortable in any hard chair. You could lean back and you could bounce back and you could be comfortable. Got your cup holder there. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave you with the agenda. It's their agenda 2026. This is Pintard and Brave's agenda 2026. And then I'm going to show you our agenda, which is to transform this nation. So you could deal with Brave and Pintard agenda or our agenda. The choice is yours. Ladies and gentlemen, see you. Let
me just say that I have always been a part of this community. And there's no accident I know how to do all the dancing. because I always be and share with you. Because you are me and I am you.
Yes, sir.
And I'll be here with you always. And those who knew me from the past and know me now, they always knew that I was there and always been there for you. I don't call you all, no, you all are not Haitians, Bahamians. You are Bahamian, and your origin is Haitian. Mine too, and many of us. We have to stay apart for now so we can be together later. Here long now.
Are you all ready and willing to go?
Le problème pays mettez nous dehors. Pas de travail, pas de rien. Pas de manger, pas de manger, pas de boire.
I don't know how you did this in 50 years. You look at history. Who does this? Show me anybody else that has done this in 50 years. I'm waiting. Show them to me. This wasn't done by money. Money doesn't produce visions. Visions produce money. You've had leadership over here that were visionaries, great visionaries, and their vision was more about the people than the money, because you can't accomplish this in 50 years without loving your people first, because the people are the ones that's benefiting from this. Look at your health care, look at your road system, look at your highway system, look at your airports. Who does this in 50 years? But who benefits? You're going to care about those people. It's something to be learned about what's been done over here that could be duplicated in the world, because it's people with this much money. You just don't have people with this much love for their people.